Talk about the Ravens and Chiefs. We talk about how the Chiefs they look amazing in that game versus the Ravens. Put up 37 points. The offense looks rejuvenated. But now going back to what we were talking about with the Ravens, right?
Holy rage bait! Look at this dude, bro. This dude, Chad, bro.
But so basically, what I'm saying is, are the Ravens in jeopardy of missing playoffs? Remember, Lamar's out for.
I don't think we can go that far yet.
Hey, but he's out for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So let's just assume it's 2 weeks. The next 2 games is Texans, and then after that it's the Rams.
Okay.
If they lose both those games, they are looking at 1-5.
Okay.
And they damn near have to run the table to make the playoffs.
All right. So like, this is my thought process on that situation, right?
All right.
You can win that Texas game. You can.
Yes.
You can win that
If Derrick
Texans
Henry
game.
runs for like $150, I think they can get it.
I believe, and I haven't even seen Cooper Rush play since Dallas.
Yeah.
I think you can win that. You can win that Texans game, because you remember what we talked about last week on the last podcast about the Texans.
Yeah.
And how I think that they will bounce back. But if y'all haven't watched the last podcast, make sure y'all go check it out, episode 2. I think that the Texans are in a bad spot, and I don't think that the turnaround is here yet.
Yeah.
I think that they still have a bunch of stuff to figure out, and I don't think that they're going to win that game.
Yeah.
I think Derrick Henry's going to run all over them. I think that the defense on the Ravens side is going to be able to hold them down from doing anything like they want to do. They're going to make them very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that Derrick Henry's just due for a breakout game. I can say due for a breakout game, like he hasn't had one. But like, I'll go as far as to say that this dude could possibly touch 200 yards if like this game goes the way that I'm thinking. If the Texans keep playing like how they playing, and he puts the team on his back like how I know he can.
So, for me, it all boils down to what is going to break first. The Ravens have the worst defense in the NFL, and the Texans have a bottom 5 offense. So the worst defense meets the worst offense. And a great defense meets a great offense, but that great offense is missing their best player.
Okay, so that's tough to answer that, because the Texans' offense is bad.
Yes.
The Ravens' defense is bad.
Yes.
But when you put the two together, I feel like if you go ahead and I think about it like this. A bad defense, I think they could go out and they could perform well against a bad offense, because I guess you could fairly say that you don't necessarily...
A worse offense is... No, having a bad offense is worse than having a bad defense.
I think so. And I think that it's tough, because like I can't envision them two like matching up right now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to the only thing I can say is I think the Ravens are going to win. I just don't think that the Texans are going to be able to do it. I just don't think that they have the pieces to do it. And I think that if it does go to a scoring competition or whatever like that, I don't trust the Texans to score that much.
Okay.
I don't trust the Texans to score that much, or to any. I feel like the Ravens can still outscore them. Cooper Rush has QB and everything. Yeah. Plus, also, we talked about the importance of film. They don't got no film on this dude Cooper playing recently. So I look at it that he could go out there and he could do, I can say what he wants to do, but there's some elements to his game that y'all probably not familiar with.
Yeah.
And he can surprise you.
So I think I'm gonna mark the Rams. Can we both agree they're losing to the Rams?
I think they go. I think the Rams gonna beat that ass.
I
think they put Bill to ass.
Yeah. So Puka and Devontae Adams might go for 200 against them.
Whoa.
I mean, the Ravens are missing. The Ravens are
insane.
Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating.
Say Puka and Devontae going for 200. That's tough. That's disrespectful. Oh my God! You think they're that bad?
It's a bad defense. They're injury prone. And Kyle Hamilton is injured. He's not playing Sunday.
I'll give them 100 apiece. at the most.
Yeah.
But that's
obviously I'm over exaggerating, but like
I don't know. You was kind of serious about that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. If it do happen though, I ain't gonna lie. I'll eat my words. I ain't got nothing to say.
But going back to the game that's coming this Sunday, I do think that I'm going with what history tells me. And what history tells me, and what history tells me is that Lamar Jackson, when he is out and when he is not playing,
worst offensive line.
Oh yeah. What history tells me is when Lamar Jackson is out, when he's not playing, the Texans' offense struggles, and John Harbaugh's record without Lamar Jackson, he has a losing record. Oh, yeah. The Ravens have a losing record without Lamar. And I remember a couple years ago when Lamar had that weird season where he threw like 13 interceptions and you only threw 16 touchdowns. Even that season when he got hurt, the offense still plummeted because he was not playing, he was not active. So I think the Texans are going to win. It's going to be an ugly football game. I don't think they're going to break out their funk and score 30 points like the Chiefs, but I do think they'll crack 20. I'll give them 21 points, and I think that the Ravens are going to score around 13-10. It's going to be an ugly, low-scoring game, but I do have the Texans winning, and then I have the Ravens losing again versus the Rams next week. And I think they'll be 1-5. Lamar comes back versus the Bears, right? Mm-hmm. So, but they could win their next 3 games though and be 4-5, right? They could beat the Bears with Lamar. They could beat the Dolphins with no Tyreek Hill, and the Dolphins defense is also bad. I think the Ravens and Dolphins have the 2 worst defenses, and then they can beat the Vikings. JJ McCarthy will be back around this time, and he hasn't looked good so far. Mm-hmm. So I think when Lamar comes back, they can win those 3 games. They'll be 4-5, right around the midpoint of the season. And considering the fact that the defense is terrible, Lamar missed 2 games, they have injuries everywhere. Being 4-5 midway through the season, not too bad.
Yeah, not really. It's just that you gotta finish. You just gotta finish really, really strong.
Yeah, like I say, they damn near have to run the table to make the playoffs.
Now I will say one thing. Even though I said I think the Ravens are gonna win, which I still do think they're gonna win some kind of way, because I just believe in
Oh shoot! Hold on. They schedule gets even easier because after the Vikings game, they play the Browns, Jets, and Bengals.
Okay. Oh yeah, but Burrow will be back though.
No, Burrow's not coming to December.
Oh okay.
At the bare minimum, it's December.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they probably got that then.
Yeah.
Even though I was saying, I think that the Ravens will win that game. I think they will. I just trust that the amount of pieces that it is that they have, they're gonna come together. I think Derrick Henry is gonna have a great game. Mm-hmm. I think that Zay Flowers is gonna be able to do his thing. Mm-hmm. I think that everybody, if they come together and they make it easy, I think they're gonna shrink the playbook for Cooper Rush.
They don't have
to. But there is an advantage though. The advantage for the Texans here is the QB is arguably, I ain't gonna say arguably. I guess some people have an argument for it. The QB is arguably the most important position on the field.
Yeah.
And the Texans have their starting QB. The Ravens don't. And this is probably the first time that I've seen the Ravens with a backup that does not match the somewhat of the ability.
Yeah, because at least when they had Tyler Huntley, he's mobile, he's quick, he's fast, can make those short, easy throws.
Exactly, but and that's the thing that I'm saying that's weird. This is the first time that I'm seeing the Ravens without a QB that can come in and run the Lamar offense, or at least some form of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know what you're saying.
But I also look at that as on the other side of how do you plan for a Ravens team that read options and, design QB runs. Cooper Rush ain't gonna be doing that.
Nope.
So
he a pocket passer.
So there's 2 ways that could go. You go over. I feel like one of them is overthinking it, or the whole thing could be overthinking it, depending on how y'all view it. Mm-hmm. You could be like, okay, this is more simplified now. We don't got to worry about the run with the QB. So that means we can focus on Derek.
Yeah.
As far as the run game goes, and we could look at what is it. We could trust that they're going to shrink the playbook for Cooper, so we're not going to be seeing like a lot of shots medium across the middle, or we're not going to be seeing a lot of deep shots or anything like that. So we could trust that we're probably going to see short, simple throws. So that gives the Texans an idea of how to plan for that. Mm-hmm. So they could go out there and look good playing against them, or you could underestimate what Cooper Rush is going to do, and what they're going to hand Cooper Rush to go ahead and do, and he could kill you.
Yeah.
So it's literally a 50-50 depending on how certain teams play each other, because they're both so. Just because their defense is because the offense on the Texans is shaky, and because the Ravens defense is shaky, it's just. Like I said, I think it could be an ugly game, but also it could be one of those surprise, hey, look, you ain't noticed, but we about to cook you game. You know what I'm saying? And it could go either way.
Mm-hmm. I got you.